Hello and welcome to week 19 of Bits and Bobs, where we outline this week's best mods. First up today is the Spellbinder Armor by Hothtrooper44, the maker of the Immersive Armours mod. The Spellbinder Armor is a lore-friendly standalone heavy armor set for all races and both genders. The set is the battle regalia of the mighty battle mage Jaeger Tharn from the first game in the Elder Scrolls series, Arena. The sets have similar stats to that of Ebony Armor, and you'll need the Ebony Smithing perk to be able to craft them. There are 5 variants of the armour in total, each one sharing the same stats but having a different aesthetic appeal. The armour sets are adorned with a lot of small details including a spellbook, potions, a coin purse, storage pouch and more. It's another well-made armour set made by Hothtrooper44 that comes with another interesting backstory. If you like this set, don't forget to check out the other mods he's made.
And for today's second mod we have something linked to the first mod, which is the Immersive Armours for NPCs. Most of you probably know what the Immersive Armours collection is by now, and this mod increases the immersion a little bit more by making certain NPCs wear the new sets. The author has included a full list of the NPCs that are wearing the new sets on the mod page, with over 30 being changed overall. To install the mod you'll need to make sure you have the original Immersive Armours collection installed, and then make sure it's loaded afterwards in your load list. But apart from that, it's a simple mod and it makes a nice addition to the game.
We know there's a lot of you who like lore-friendly mods, and if you want to learn more about the lore of Tamriel, this next mod is for you. The lore-based loading screens mod does exactly what you'd expect. It adds over 160 new loading screens that are full of Tamrielic lore. All of the new extracts have been chosen from users of the Elder Scrolls lore community, and cautiously edited and verified to ensure the highest quality possible. All of the screens are loaded with quotes from in-game books from both Skyrim and previous Elder Scrolls titles, history, mythology, and a little known facts about the world of Tamriel. So it's a great mod for those who already enjoy the lore of Tamriel or those who want to learn more about it.
The Secret Sacred Sanctuary is a new player home that can be found on the mountainous path to the northeast of Riverwood. The home is empty and for the taking, so you won't need to follow a quest to become the owner. Once you step inside, you'll be met by a long winding corridor that will take you deep underground until you meet a crossroad. The crossroad will then take you to one of the few rooms that the home has to offer. The first room is a weapon and storage room, which includes chests, mannequins, weapon racks, a seating area and more. The second room contains everything to do with forging, alchemy and enchanting. If you continue past both of these rooms and head over a small bridge, you'll be led into the main room of the home, which is a Great Hall. The Great Hall features a throne, a dining area and a variety of other aesthetic items. The hall also features very interesting lighting, with a stripe pattern being formed by the single gated window that lets the light in. You get a great view from both sides of the hall, from either the entrance or from the throne, and it's definitely the highlight of the home. The mod author plans to expand on the home by adding a fighting area, trap rooms and more, so if you're interested then remember to add the mod to your tracking list on Nexus.
Next up we've got a new weapon mod. The Dwemer Control Rod mod adds a new one-handed mace to the game that comes with its own unique backstory, and you'll have to go and hunt down the long lost weapon if you want to get your hands on it. If you do manage to find the weapon, the first thing you'll notice is that it's quite powerful, being able to take down most foes without much of an issue. The rod comes pre-enchanted with its own shock effect that'll paralyse any opponents with ease. The general design of the rod is great. With a spinning core and a glowing centre, it looks just like you'd expect a genuine Dwemer artifact to be, and with its high-res textures there's not much you can fault about its appearance. The best thing about this mod is going to hunt down the weapon, so we won't spoil that for you. You'll have to go and download the mod and try it out yourself.
This week we also saw the release of the third city in the Towns and Villages enhanced mods. This time it's Solitude. If you haven't seen the other versions of the mods then you can find links for them on the mod page. The mod adds over 1,000 new items to Solitude, including a variety of different coloured trees, shrubs, plants, seating, containers, animals, and a bunch of other effects to give you a completely new experience when exploring the city. The goal of the mods is to enhance your immersion and to create a wilder, brighter experience while playing the game. Like in his other mods, the author has done a great job in the placement of the items. They haven't been randomly scattered across the city, but carefully placed in the areas that needed it most. It's the type of mod you install and then instantly realise how bare some of the places are in the game. But it really comes down to whether your computer can handle the extra 1,000 items and your own personal preference, so if you like what you see then you can find links down below.
The Bandanas and Blindfolds revised mod takes the original Bandanas for Skyrim and Blindfolds for Skyrim mods and retextures them to give them a more fitting look for Skyrim. You can choose to retexture either one of the two pre-existing mods, or both at the same time. Bear in mind that you'll need the original files plus the new retexture mods to make the mod work. The new Blindfolds and Bandanas definitely fit into Skyrim better than the original versions, as they follow a more vanilla-friendly colour scheme, having dirty whites and faded colours compared to the bright, sometimes overpowering original ones. If you were a fan of the original Bandana or Blindfold mods, this mod is a definite improvement over those, and we'd recommend to try them out.
And now we have the Guardian Plate Armor by Newermind43. This time Newermind has created his own model and textures to make a very detailed and very interesting new armor set. To get the set in game you can find it at the Forgotten Tomb, and its stats are around the same as Daedric armor, but this is a light armor set unlike the Daedric armor which is heavy, and the armour will also fit both genders and all races. The armour's design is very unique and the entire set works together well. It features a very unique crown type helmet and 3 glowing orbs on the shoulders and chest. Overall it's a well made set, and the unique model and textures keeps things fresh and makes it stand out amongst the rest.
If you saw our previous spotlight on the new Yordis and Iola by Beans, here's the next mod made by her. This one isn't part of her larger female replacer project, but instead improves the way Belrand looks. In the video you first saw Belrand without the mod installed but with Geonox Faces mod installed, and after is Belrand with the new mod installed, also with the Geonox Faces mod. The new model shortens his hair and changes its colour too, and also adds a new warpaint design to his cheek. You may need to make a small adjustment to the next theme, but it's easy to fix. And you can find all of the information on how to do that and how to utilise mods to get the best look for Belrand over on the mod page's description. We think it's a huge improvement over the original model and it's a great addition to Jellybean's collection of mods.
And we'll be leaving you with a new story and world you can explore. The Oblivion Realms is a new series of mods that's going to be released as chapters, and yesterday the first chapter called The Gate of Solitude was released. The story is set by the rumours spreading around Solitude that there's something weird happening to the sky around the city, and they ask the Dragonborn to investigate. After you travel to Solitude, an Oblivion gate appears with enemies charging out of it. After you defeat them, you can enter the gate to be sent to an entirely new world filled with hordes of Dremora and a new dungeon. The entire mod is huge, both the world before the dungeon and the dungeon itself, and it takes a few hours to explore and fight your way through. We don't want to ruin how it unfolds, but if you're interested you can find more information on the mod page. And that's it for today's bits and bobs. All of today's mods can be found down below. Remember to endorse or favourite any of the mods you enjoyed in today's show, and thanks to those that suggested today's mods. Leave your suggestions either down below or over on our Facebook page, and thanks for watching.